We have Aaron Turner, Independence County Farm Family of the Year member, along with his wife, Courtney, and a set of twins.
Yes, that's correct.
Boy and a girl?
Boy and a girl. Riley's my son, and Addison's my daughter, and very blessed to have them both.
You know, I know what you mean. 9 years old?
That's correct, yeah.
So, hey, Dad, it won't be too long. You might get a little help.
You know, they're already helping just
That's good.
a little bit.
Uh-huh.
We do irrigation on the
Right.
soybeans and stuff, and it's called polypipe. And Riley loves to go out there and you poke holes in it.
Oh,
so
sure.
that's just right down a little boy's alley to
Isn't
go
that
hit
the truth?
something, you know. I mean,
Hammer that thing, put them holes in it.
he loves it, and we welcome the help because it saves me a lot of walking. So
I hear you.
Yeah.
So you farm how many acres?
I've got about 1,400, just a little over, 640 rice, about 620 soybeans this year, and then about a little over 150 acres of pasture and hay production.
You raise cattle.
Yes, we got about 40 mama cows and a couple bulls and some calves. So.
Well, Courtney, your wife, I bet you that's where she comes in handy, huh?
Yeah, she's she helps us bale hay a little bit.
All right.
And when we're busy in our fields, row crop fields, she checks the cattle for me, and her and the kids both, and they're good and they enjoy it. They do a really good job and help me out a lot.
You know, that's a family operation, really.
Family operation, and something when you and I were talking a minute ago, I forgot to mention, her family's been farming that land. I'll be the fourth generation on some of this land that the Barnett family has here in town, and so we just
go way back.
We go way back in our area, and I'm just hoping that I can keep it all going. That way, if my kids want an opportunity someday, that they'll have that opportunity if they choose to do that, and just
that's good.
We're just thankful to have landowners that are willing to trust us and give us that opportunity. That's I don't own any land, so having landowners that we have a real good working relationship means everything to me. So,
well, I do know for a fact they speak quite highly of you. And you work in association with your father-in-law.
That's correct. Yep. I went to work for him, and I think it was 2005 or 6, and just never left. Gradually picked up, he'd let me have a little bit of land here and there. We picked up some, and I just stayed with it. And here we are. So we're pretty much
started small and
now.
grew.
Yeah. We're about 50-50 on the rotation of the land.
Right.
Yeah.
Moisture. Such a key, isn't it?
It is. Gary B., last year, we had flooding issues. Our crops were late. We were planting soybeans this time last year. And this year, we had a normal spring, I would call it. Crops are up and got some nice rain over the weekend, and thankful for that. And, year to year is just so different anymore. When I first started, it was quite normal. You get some rains, you would get a break, you would go back, you would do some more, and then 2011 we had that historic flood. And after that we've been having more flooding issues, and we sure like. Well,
let's describe where your land's located, and that'll be one thing that people see you have to deal with. Your land is located where?
We are in the Dowdy area, north of Cord, right on Black River. We would be south of the Lawrence County line, about 4 or 5 miles, something like that.
So a lot of variables. Farming is affected by so many variables, but certainly one of them is river levels. River levels
it's a double-edged sword. It's our best friend and our worst enemy. We irrigate out of the river. We love the river water. It's a plentiful supply. It's easy to use. Having said that, when you get a lot of rainfall, you can't stop the river. You cannot control water.
No,
you just can't do it. So,
and then water comes down the Black River, and then it hits the White River at Jacksonport.
Right.
Which means if the White River's up, the Black River stops. And when it stops, it spreads out.
Yeah, it's got to go somewhere.
It's got to go somewhere. So that's just one of the many variables in farming. What would you say your biggest challenge was? The flooding?
It would, yes, sir. It would be the flooding and drainage concerns, and we have an excavator now that we've been trying to fix our own ditches, canals, clean up drainage issues, but you'll never. I don't think you'll ever completely do what you would like to do. If you could fix the drainage issues, it would be. I will not say easier, because you're always going to have variables in this, but it would make things easier to plan for the future. I'll say that. Yeah.
And say the Black River, it's your good friend too when it comes to irrigation.
Love the irrigation. We've got a electric pump set in the river, and we're flooding. It's over 1,000 acres we use on that, shared in between my father-in-law and I. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't trade that for anything. And that's also how we use some of our drainage out. So,
yeah,
it works wonderful until you get, 8 inches of rain, and everybody else north of us got a foot, and it's not good.
Well, except when you're harvesting, I hope you get a rain every week from now on until you get your crop in.
I would take a half inch every Friday afternoon from now on. That would be wonderful.
That'd be wonderful.
You could go up to Sillamore and go fishing or kayaking or whatever you wanted to do. That would be excellent. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Farm Family of the Year in Independence County, Aaron and Courtney Turner, and they're twins. And as you can tell, quite a personality Aaron has, and that's why that we wish him so much good success in farming and longevity in it, and want to give our congratulations to you, Aaron, you and Courtney, and your twins being named the Farm Family of the Year. That should mean a lot to you, and I think it does.
It does. I feel like there's probably a lot more people there more deserving than me. I'm a younger man, and a lot of people's been working at that all their lives, and I know you got to be dedicated to this, and but I am very thankful for the opportunity, and I hope I can continue to move forward with this. And I'd also like to thank y'all for having me in. Appreciate that.
Oh, good to see you. Always good to talk with our people that listen to us, and I've heard a lot about you, a lot of good things, and so I get to put the face with the name as well. Aaron Turner. Thanks, Aaron, for coming in.
Appreciate you guys.